Good evening, fellow punters. The clock on the wall says 7:30 on Easter Monday. Fairy House Festival, the Grand National Meeting, done and dusted for one more year. We got a great run for our money with Panda Boy. I thought coming to 2 out that it was going to be our day. The heavy rain today went against it. And it suited a couple that finished ahead of it, but jumped well, travelled well, but just got it done a bit for toe, for speed in the prevailing conditions. But all in all, satisfactory enough run for it. Paying 6 places, so we made a profit. Although 365 I see today don't guarantee their prices anymore, because I took 9-1 again yesterday evening and I didn't get the 14s, and I wasn't aware of that. When did they change that? Does anybody know? And Angel's Dawn ran on to be 6th after making several mistakes. Behaved well to finish it all. I think that was 12-1. Bustleton pulled up the race, or the ground went totally against that. It drifted out to, I think, 40 or 45-1. The ground would have suited the Devil's Coachman, but he jumps too deliberate and too slow. I think he was the last one to be pulled up before the last, which is a wonder because there was money down to 10th. And he'd got a few pound if he popped over the last and walked home. Codda Horla made several mistakes as well. That's the worst it jumped. I don't know whether it was the ground as well or what that was getting stuck in it. And the other one was drawn wrong. Blind Beggar, drawn on the wrong side of the track. I forgot to write down the other horse last night, Max Mayhem. That won at SP of 15-2. And again, I took 4-1 last night. And that's all I got. I didn't get the best odds guaranteed. So that'll put a sort of a question mark about putting bets on the night before, because but they're not guaranteed with everybody anymore. So anyway, I forgot to mention Mighty Potter last night, and it was only when a newcomer on the bus there, a Colin Dunn, mentioned it. I was gutted. I was actually in the car when I got a message to say sad news about Mighty Potter. And would you believe, for the first time ever, as horses left the parade ring yesterday, I took videos of 2 of them, Flame Bearer, and the last one was Mighty Potter. I often took Mighty Potter before in videos of them walking around, but I never done it going out onto the track. And little did I know at the time by doing that that it was going to be the horse's last time. So at least I have that as a good memory. It has great memories. We were very fond of that horse, as you know, on the channel. Napped it several times. Stig napped it a few times as well. So sad end. Sorry for not mentioning it last night. It did look bad when I read that message last night, so Jesus, did I not mention that. Anyway, on to tomorrow. It's a light day tomorrow, but there's a couple that interest me. That horse, our Coquelicot, it won for us last week. We tipped it up at 8-1 and it won at 9-4. It opened up 11-10. So I was saying, what could I put with that to do a double? So not easy to get something, but I seen an angle on this. It's a selling hurdle. Rarely do I go near sellers unless there's a good angle. The horse there, a 5-year-old trained by Gary Moore, ridden by Jamie Moore. It's rated 99 and it's joint favourite with First Class Return, who's rated 92. So if this was a handicap, Symporine would be giving £7 and it's getting 12. That's £19 of a difference. And Gary Moore is in great form. He in the last 14 days, or the last 21 days on the flat, 14 runners, 5 winners and 3 places. That's 36% strike rate. National Hunt, 39 runners, 15 winners and 11 places. That's 39%. So he's in really good form. As well as that, it had a run at the track behind Bontenay. This is it here. It has had 2 runs since.
Idling, Symporine just trying to deliver a challenge, but he's hanging herself. Down the outside, nothing to chance is finishing off for a place with some purpose. But Bonte just took a little while to get going and a little look before winning, but win she did. And win.
She had a couple of runs after that. There were at 2 miles 5 and 2 miles 3. She didn't stay either one. Back at the track where she ran pretty well before and jumped pretty well. That Bontenay is a decent mare. Oh, this is 2 miles 2. Oh, I forgot about that. That puts a slight dampener on now. I thought it was 2 miles. I had it looked at today. Both of them are on the same bracket. I thought that might be, by doing a double, you'd have that few pound going on to the other one, because we need to keep the other one on side. In Pontefract as well tomorrow, the 3:30, a horse we backed last time as well, King of Bavaria. We backed it on the Goo. Winner on the Goo today at 15-2. Who puts that in before? This used to be with Joseph O'Brien, and it won first time out, yielding to soft in Naas, and then it won on heavy ground, rated 95 a year and a half ago. Done all right in a couple of, it was a group 3 there. It wasn't that far behind Art Power, but the last day it drifted out to 14-1, and the horse that was behind Diligent Harry went on to win the sprint there last week, so it's good enough for him, that. And it was unlucky the time before.
Trippenny leads to in second position. Sir Robin Brazen Bolt racing in third is a neck in front of Diligent Harry 4. King of Bavaria wider out 5. Bellagio Man Last Crusader 5,000 to 1 trying to get on terms as Fine Wine's under pressure and being ridden along, and Sir Robin is ranging up to put his head in front. Diligent Harry cutting loose down the middle, then Bellagio Man. Further back is King of Bavaria, and in behind those is Brazen Bolt, but Diligent Harry is quickened to lead. King of Bavaria finishing well, and from the back 5,000 to 1 flying. Diligent Harry, King of Bavaria, and still closing 5,000 to 1, but Diligent Harry wins by half a length. In second place will be close, King of Bavaria.
The favourite is Living the Dream, but the ground is down to be soft, good to soft in places. This won the last day. It was in Lingfield, and it doesn't seem to be as good on the turf, but slightly raced. There's money for it already. Now, it had good enough form in a couple of races last year. One in Chester on good to soft. It bet Arecibo the last year, but it got first run on it. So I thought a tougher track like Pontefract might suit our lad closing. He was 5s earlier, and he was an each way bet at the time. So it has to be a win bet at this stage now. So there's one other horse of ours tomorrow. It's in the 2:15, isn't it? But Le Patreon. The only thing that it's a 15-2 with the green bouquet. Could be an each way price. It didn't seem to stay the last couple of times. Paying 4 places. I wouldn't back it at 5-1, but I might have 15-2. Anyway, it's Grand National Week. We're racing again on Thursday. And we'll see how we go. I didn't go for pints last night, and I didn't go racing today. I heard it was going to be wet, and I hate going racing and it's wet. So I think there might be a few on the. I'm coming out to a barrel tonight from it. Patch the bookies, over and out.